All right, guys, here we go. Pre-calculus 9-2, some extra examples for you to see. So for an arithmetic series, they would say arithmetic series sequence, they mean the same, okay? Here's what they give you. The fourth term is -10. The 12th term is -66, okay? So for example, what they want is for you to find the 22nd and 30th sum, okay? The 22nd term, the 30th sum. So given the fourth term and the 12th term, we need to find a couple of things, right? We need A1, we need to find D, okay? So to do this, to find D, if you remember the equation, AN equals A1 plus N minus 1 D, okay? So you can look at D as like a slope, okay? So fourth term, you gained 8 spaces. Fourth term to 12, you gained 8 spaces. And for the number, you gained 56 spaces, okay? So D is actually the -66 minus, okay? Minus this first term, -10, and then the 12th number minus the fourth number. So that will give you D. D in this case is -56 over 8, -7. Okay, so that's how we found D. So from knowing D, you can now find the first term. A4, according to my formula, according to this formula, is going to be A1 plus 4 minus 1 D, right? So the fourth term, according to this guy, is -10 equals A1, which I don't know, plus 3 times -7. So now bring this over. That will give me 11 equals A1. So my first term is 11, okay? So you can actually check this. First term is 11, and D is going down by 7. So after 11 is 4, okay? After that is going to be -3. After that, it's going to be -10. See, the fourth term right there. A fourth term. So now what they want is the 22nd term. So A 22nd equals A1 plus 22 minus 1 D. So the 22nd term is 11 plus 21 times 7, -7. Okay, so A22 is going to be 11 minus 147. So the 22nd term is -136. Okay, and now they also want S30. S30 is 30 over 2. 2A1, right? Sn equals n over 2. 2A1 plus n minus 1 D. So 2 times A1, 2 times 11, plus 30 minus 1 times -7. Okay, so we're looking at S30 is 15, 22 plus 29 times -7. So we're looking at 15, 22 plus this is going to be negative, okay, 203. So 15 times -1, let's see, 81, right? Okay, so now I'm just going to multiply that out. Okay. We're looking at S30 negative 2,715. There you go. Okay, so now That's how you do those kinds of problems. Next type of problem is something like this. Okay, so again, here's my arithmetic series. I want to know, okay, for example, Sn is 152. Which term is 152? And also, let's say, for example, Sn is 2,388. So these are more complicated cases, okay? So down the road, you're going to reach 152 somewhere, okay? Now, what location is it? Okay, so we're going to use an equals a1 plus n minus 1 d. So 152 is my term. My first term is 19 right there. And then since I don't know which term it is, I'm going to leave n alone. N minus 1, and then d in this case is positive 7. So 152 equals 19 plus 7n minus 7. 152 equals 12 plus 7n. Bring the 12 over. 140 equals 7n. So that means n equals 20. So what that means, when n is 20, that means the 20th number is 152. That's what I just discovered right there. Now this case is a little more complicated, okay? S is Sn equals n over 2, 2a1 plus n minus 1 d. Okay, so you plug in everything you can, and you're going to try to find what n is right here. So Sn we know, 2,388. 2,388 equals n over 2. Since we don't know what n is, I'm going to leave that alone. 2a1. a1's 19, so 2 times 19, looking at 38. Plus n minus 1 times d. d is 7. Okay, I'm going up by 7. So distribute here. 2,388 equals n over 2. Distribute. I get 38 plus 7n minus 7. 2,388 equals n over 2. 7n plus 31. Yin and yang. Denominator to the left, numerator to the right. Kind of getting rid of this fraction here. Okay, so 4,776 equals 7n squared plus 31n. Okay, so now we're going to bring this over. 7n squared plus 31n minus 4,776 equals 0. You can try factoring this, but that might be a little bit challenging because the numbers tend to be a little big. So just do the quadratic formula, okay? Opposite of b, negative 31, plus or minus 31 squared minus 4 times a times negative 4,776 all over 2 times 14. Okay, so let's see. What do we have here? We have negative 31 plus or minus square root 31 squared. We're looking at 961 plus, right? Negative and negative, okay? So that gives us 133,728 all over 28. So negative 31 plus or minus square root. Now these, when you add them, should be a nice, beautiful number. Let's see. Okay, so that gives you 134,689 all over 28. Okay, so let's continue over there, like this. Okay, so this gives you negative 31 plus minus 367 over 28. Okay, negative 31 plus 367 over 28. Negative 31 minus 367 over 28. Okay, this answer right here it's not going to be a solution because one, it gives you a negative and it's not a whole number. So we want this guy. All right, when you compute this, it's going to come out negative and a decimal. We don't want that. So when we add these guys, we're going to get here 336 over 28. That gives us 12. There you go. All right, so hopefully you're okay with doing something like that. Okay, try it on your own. Have fun.